right, and it's all becoming transition. So I think we have a great transition team and some guys I know that can just put the ball in the net. So, today, it's falling for me, but, any other day it could be anybody else, right?
Your goals today really seem to come at an opportune time, to get this in the midst of the comeback to get them going, and then the fourth quarter. Is this just opportunity knocking and cashing in?
Yeah, I think it's Troy talked to me and he wanted me to push the ball a little more, right, and just run up the floor, and you kind of we're such a tight family in there, and so when someone does good, you get excited for them, and that gets me excited, and it happened to go for me, and we just feed off each other's energy.
With Brock not being in the lineup, did that force you into more of a transition role tonight instead of staying at home?
Yeah, he's a big, strong guy. We kind of play the same, and especially with being at the top of the man down, and with Brocky, out of the lineup, someone's got to run the ball, right? Why not me?
Defensively, what changed from last week that made you significantly better tonight?
Pressuring the ball. We really got out on their hands and didn't allow them to make those east-west passes. And we just made sure that every time they got the ball, they weren't comfortable and they weren't chopping to make a nice pass.
Seemed like you guys had great rebound control. Is that something you worked on?
Yeah, they're a very smart team, and they're going to shoot shots. They're going to come out with rebounds and make sure we got to box out our man and get that ball and then push it up the floor quick to cause that transition.
Second goal, I think you picked off a pass in your own end, and you gave it up to someone in transition, and then you just stuck with it and went right down the floor. I mean, obviously when one falls, does that impact your decision to go to the bench because you had one, or just kind of push up the floor in transition?
It does. It depending on who you are on the what number of person you are on the bench. Mm-hmm. Sorry guys, my ears popping here. Depending on what number guy you are coming off, right? It depends on if you're going to go into the bench or going up, because you want to get to the bench and you want to get guys like JT and Willie and Benny out there, but. Yeah, like after you pick off a ball, right, and then you bait them and make another pass like that, why not keep running the ball, right?
Did you remember how to take the victory lap at home? Because it's been almost a year since you've had 7 straight losses. I know that's got it nice to get that off your chest and move on from that.
A big thing for me is the fans here. And when you come out and you look around and there's no one in the crowd, I know the first game was a little early right after Christmas, and this one was a Friday, so the fans are going to be a little less, but it definitely is because we're not winning, right? So we feed off the fans when they come, and I'm sure they feed off us, and we win games at home, and we run around like that. I think they feel very included, and hopefully more people will come out next game.
The old adage is that your best defense is your goaltender, and Kaz was up over 85% tonight. Talk about his play.
Yeah, he played awesome today. Some big saves, and that's what I said. We're so close on this team, and we can feed off a guy like that, right? He makes a big save, and when we're just ready to push that ball, right? It's tough when we're not playing very good defense and we kind of leave them out to dry, and then they get scored on. If we mess up once, because we're going to mess up, right? We're all human, and Kaz comes up with that save. Next time we got his back.
Did Cordinley try to tip you guys off at all with the Toronto offense? Did he try and tell you how they might lean it, depending on how things are playing out? Yeah,
he knows. He knows the stuff, and he definitely knows everything about each one of the players on that team.
Yeah.
And we're definitely all over their game plan, but it doesn't affect the way we play, right? Our defense is very much making them do what we want them to do, right? So, saying that, right? We make them do what we want them to do, and not them doing what they want.
Do they do more long passes and behind the back stuff than maybe anybody else? Keeping the ball moving.
Yeah. Oh yeah. They're tricky, right? You never know if Doyle's going to throw out forehand or backhand or any of that stuff, right? That's what I said. We just got to make sure we're on their hands and our off ball. We have a big thing with our team, and that's trust, right? Trust that the guy's going to be out of them, and it's not going to be an easy pass, and then you can pick off those crosses. They like the east-west, right? So as long as we grab 2 or 3 of those, I think they'll shy away from throwing that.
Thanks, guys.